Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Dovetail Games Train Sim World. So today, taking a look at the all-new DBBR 101 for Train Sim World 2 through the Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr route. So, new train, new locomotive, new setup and all that. Before we get started, as always with these, let's go trailer, shall we? So, very exciting stuff that. We'll start off the tutorials as always, start off with the basics, learn how the train works, and then we'll go ourselves into a service. So, into Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. This is the routes from Duisburg to Bochum via Essen, from that one for a little while ago. Go to explore, we'll go to the training, get started with the BR101 introduction. Welcome Joshua, welcome John, how you doing? Welcome channel to chat, welcome Game Man. Thank you Joshua, that's yesterday. It should be good stuff today. It should be very good stuff. I mean, it's a train that I'm trying to think, is it one I've been on in real life? I've been to well, I have been through Bern, I've been through so no, it's not one I've been through Hamburg. Might have been out of Berlin on the Doppelstock wagon. Alright, BR101 introduction.
Welcome to driver training here at Duisburg Depot. Today you'll be learning to drive this BR101 locomotive in DB Traffic Red livery. This brief introduction will cover critical driving controls and passenger operations. Climb aboard to get started.
So, let's get started, shall we? Cab, open door, upstairs.
Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Reverse handle.
The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Forward.
Set the exterior lights for the expected operation.
Light sets to day. Peace. I'm using the rail drive today, so as always, you do get the precision controls of that. Controls, brake, you'll unlock.
It's time to get going. For this introduction, you'll be driving from here, Duisburg, to Essen Hauptbahnhof. After departing Duisburg Hauptbahnhof, you'll be taught how to activate the AFB control system. Release the brakes and apply a small amount of power to get moving.
So we do get a full tutorial of the AFB on this occasion. That will be interesting. Right, release train brakes. A little bit of power in. Going. Too much power there, getting a bit of wall slipping. Remember that with the Train Sim World cohesion physics, very careful for power inputs. Too much, and to slide everywhere. Got a few passenger cars with us. The history, the DBBR 101 was constructed in the 1990s, late 1990s, like 96, 98, and it was built to replace the Class 103 units. The main flagship at the time.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
So during the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, these replaced 103s, which were retired in 2003, if I recall correctly. Also, this should be very fun train to drive this. Works in our favour today. Yes, station here at Duisburg, I think this is. Go on the brakes there. Doing his work on the stopping.
Take a quick
There we
glance
go.
at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
Doesn't look to the right. Well, apart from the braking, that was alright. Yeah, as always, new trains, it's just a case of getting used to controls. Learning how it all comes together. So this is sign. Yes, this is Duisburg, Hauptstrecke. Say the passenger carriages, definitely one of the more exciting things that's added for me. Classic German Deutsche Bahn white carriages. This is the original intercity express carriages. These, well, before they were expresses, they're intercity. I see, but I'm excited for this. I'm excited. You can see it's both got the new technology of the destination boards, but the trains in world. This station signs itself up here, not quite capable because this was a route that came out a little while ago. So the destination board's not yet updated. Maybe we'll get it on with the what's it called, the old version stuff. But
It's time to get
we'll
going.
see.
Set the doors to locked.
Lock the doors.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Preserve collection. That's it. Preserve collection.
Proceed to the next stop at Mulham Hauptbahnhof, unguided this time, and see how you get on.
Right. Let's get going, shall we? I'm 7 kilometers. Power up. Power before we start slipping again. And we're on to about 10, and then we'll speed. Go plane train 12-2. Pick up play position. Yes, for 99.9. Very good, Philip. Very good. Glad you're enjoying it. It's a decent platform train, some odd. One I've had a lot of fun with. Yeah, glad I was enjoying it as well. Charlie, no, 60 gigs is definitely not enough for Microsoft Flight Sim. Having a very difficult time with that. Train Spot streams, guys, so I won't be answering any flight sim questions by now. I'm still slipping slightly. Brakes are released. Back a tiny bit. No. 6 seems to look like a bit more. $80 kilometers per hour now, which is the limit of the what's it? Limit of the what's that? Oh, sorry, VRAM. Sorry, yes, 6 gigs of VRAM is enough for Microsoft Flight Sim. Sorry, I thought it was about normal RAM. Right, 100 now.
This locomotive is fitted with AFB, allowing the driver to set the speed of the
Oh,
train.
AFB, I thought it was all about PCB. No, AFB, we all know AFB.
It can also work in conjunction with LZB when available to automatically control and adjust the train speed based on the current and upcoming speed limits.
Ooh, but I did not know that.
To engage the AFB system, ensure the throttle is not in use.
Ah, so we've got direct brake and train brake. Me, case of well, there's no handle to do it directly in the sim on the rail drive unit. Manually, lever to 200.
Activate AFB as indicated.
8.
Move the AFB lever to the indicated speed.
Sorry, move it down. Then
You can now apply
Cool.
full power using the throttle. To change the train speed, simply adjust the position of the AFB lever.
there we go. We got cruise control, eh?
To disengage the AFB system, ensure the throttle is not in use.
Turn it off. Throttle off. and just
Then
flip the
simply
switch.
deactivate AFB as indicated. The train is now under manual power control using just the throttle lever.
So I've got 4.5 kilometers now to Mulheim. Turn the FP back on because, you know, it's useful. So that goes back to 150, and then we'll shut this back in, back on throttle. Cannot lie, train to cruise control does make my life a lot easier. Well, any train driver's life a lot easier, I can say. Here in the UK, we don't really have train to cruise control. Some have it as a feature. So, for example, the 465 networker, the trains on the Southeast network, have got a speed select switch. Drivers don't tend to use it though. It's not really something they get trained about it, but they don't really have a use for it, if you know what I mean. It's yeah, it's definitely a feature of European railways that I imagine a lot of drivers do rather good. Yeah, my train sim streams aren't as well loved, Game Man. Something I wish was a bit more up there, but oh well, you can't win them all, can you? But I do enjoy train sim. I do enjoy my trains. During the weekends, I volunteer on a railway. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. At the end of the day, my streams, my channel, what I want to do really. But as long as some people are enjoying themselves, that's the main thing really. Right, let's get the train down kilometers both. So I'm going to set the speeds to about 50 kilometers. Get the brakes to start sending the train down for us. Oof. I'm going to make the station now because I've completely mucked up the brakes. We'll make it. Down to 40. Braking's a little excessive. I never promise passengers comforts. I'm service, eh? Oh, do you drive trains as well, Darko? Which units? Mainline or, I presume? Volunteer Railway? Which is Sim? Come on. Stop. Stop. Oh, come on. Okay, train brake. Ever so slight roll in there at the end. Yes, Hamburg to Lübeck. So the next route has been announced. The Hauptstrecke Hamburg Lübeck, which is a strip from, well, Hamburg Lübeck. It's a track I've been on in real life. So I've been on the train from Copenhagen to Hamburg, and that went via Puttgarten. So it was a train ferry, no longer available, I'm afraid, it has been discontinued. Basically, you take a train from Copenhagen to, I can't remember the port's name on the Danish side, but you go to the port, train boards the boats like a car would or a lorry would, then you deboard train, do stuff to the boat, and then you go off at Puttgarten, where the train continues on its way to Hamburg. So it's a it's a route I've been on partially in real life, as in the IC3 trains.
That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
There you go, I'm a fully licensed 101 driver, eh? Yes, I've been on the route in real life on the IC3 train. So hopefully we'll get some pretty good effects with the DBBR 112, sorry, and the MRCE ES64U2, which is an Eurosprinter unit. Right, let's jump over to the main menu and let's have a go at the scenarios. Most patrons as well too. Fair enough, dude. Right. Let's go for a timetable service. Man, must have done reinstall since because I ain't got nothing on here. I've done at least 5 of the scenarios, the whole series on the channel. Right, the DBR 101. Is that what it stands for? So DB Baureihe. Drawyah. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but never knew that was what it stood for. No. Right, so it's not... We get a few mix. We got some half-length services, so Essen to Duisburg, get some full Duisburg to Bochum services. We get a bit of a split. I think we'll start off with a full-length service now. Shorter one later on. 101, you realise passenger cars did them beautifully. We'll have a look through it for sure. Have a bit of time both in the passenger section, have a bit of time out in the front. Definitely worth a look. Because from what I've seen so far, I mean, when they first announced this train, the first thing I actually looked at was the carriages. The carriages do look beautiful in this. So, yeah, it's definitely one of the, the bigger selling points for me. Passenger section. Headlights reduced, doors are open, brake locked. Now, a bit of train brake on, just go. Right, passengers board. Snoop around, shall we? Welcome to first class. I mean, this train model is absolutely beautiful. Apartments. Actually, brings back memories of me taking a train out in Poland in the Polish City services, the PKP. Carriages, all like this, all closed off, all sectioned off. Man, this is memories. Go, open the door, open the door. Toilet, you got your information displays in that kit. Bochum and Duisburg, very good. Find an economy class bit. The outside is a bit quicker. This is second class, there we go. For open section. But these were, well, these are beautiful. Absolutely. Failing. That. I'm probably just at some point I probably would just like sit in the passenger compartments and just ride as a passenger the whole way. You've got a little bit of a guard compartment, so you've got your handbrake down below, you've got your guard controls, doors, buttons, buzzers, all that. It's not a bit functional, I don't think. These are now single drive. No, they're not. They have got driver manager on board these. I know they have driver manager. Just have German City. Right, back to the cab. We have a train to drive. Doors locked. I'm a railway volunteer, Diego, so at the moment I do red lights, green light, perfect. We'll get up to speed and then we'll get... Yes, at the moment I'm driver training at the volunteer railway, but I've done a bit of guarding, I do a bit of ticket selling, a bit of platform work. I do a mix, I do whatever, basically. Once we release the brakes, that probably would help the trains running. There we go. Yeah, the 313 for East Coastway also something that I'm very, very excited for. At some point, I do actually plan to go down to Brighton and just do a bit of rail bashing on the 313s. Don't know how long they got left, don't know how long of a future they've got, given that they are now the oldest units in the UK. Hopefully, a few more years left of them. I'm going to set the AF, so we'll cut the throttle. FB will set to max, activate that, stick you on full. A bit fiddly of that, I think that's do. Speed down. What's that? 80. $14 comms to SN, that's 2. How are you guys doing today? You in the chats. The keeping well. Plenty. Even on the AFB, the train's doing a bit of wheel slipping. It must be minor. We're still picking up speed like anything. Very, very minor slippage. Beautiful, beautiful unit this. Carriages, absolutely second to none. Ooh, have door open. Whoops. Go. The lights were never set, weren't they? I'm sure they did. I did. Yeah, headlights bright. Or tail lights. Investigation, shall we? So, master code lights on, cab lights on. Signal lights reduced. Signal lights are red ones. Headlights, all red. Okay, so headlights not working. That actually would be a fault, and imagine is enough to take the train out of service, given that it's all safety that. Driver, I would get a message if I'm at a station and one of the platform people notice this, then I would get a message from the signaller. Say, hey, your light's not set correctly, please correct this. In my case, the light's not working, this would now be taken out of service. Whoops. But hey, it's Train World, not real life. It's Sunset Run. That's sun as well. Left. The horn. In one horn? Yep, single tone horn today. And your standard German classic that. And just listening to the train rolling as well on the track. That sound. That's so many memories of local hill services. Depends on how big it is though, game man. Basically, in this case, because I cannot get my headlights working, I've only got tail lights. That would be a problem because tail lights indicate trains heading away from you. Headlights mean it's towards you, or tail lights means that's out of service. Basically, tail lights, it's away from you and it's not kind of moving. Headlights mean that it's coming towards you, and therefore you need to take proper emergency action there. So right now, our lights are incorrect, we can't change it, and therefore that would count as a serious incident that, well, could cause serious incidents. Yeah, an electrical failure or something. Yep, I'm going to turn that off now, because I think that's already, well, straight away. There are actually brakes on. Never understood CFA. Slowly, we're on to halts. Because I get CFA, I just don't know how to use it, if you know what I mean. I understand the basics and principles of it, being the kind of speed target control. Similar to one they use in the US, the Long Line Railroad, I use various in the system, and that one I do understand. But CFA, I just get caught out by it, and it just punishes me severely for it. So, not set to road drive controls. Would you say this game is as good as Purchase Variant? If you own the original Train Sim World Burgish, then absolutely get Train Sim World 2. TSW 2, you get the Bakerloo line, ICE, and the American one, the Sandpatch Grade route. So you get all three of those. Plus any routes you own for the original Train Sim World, you keep for free. So if you own Great Western Express, you get Great Western for free. If you own Long Line Railroad, you get Long Line Railroad for free. So whatever you owned before, you now get for free. So you don't lose any money. Transfer it across and kind of get the more up-to-date, more modern spec. Now they also have upgrades as well. So for example, the Great Western on Train Sim World 2 has been modified and upgraded so that the trains sound better, the physics are better, small tweaks that make it more of an enjoyable route. So absolutely, if you've got Train Sim World 1, even if it's on sale, wait for a sale, pick it up cheap. Train Sim World 2, definitely worth the purchase. It's just under 3 kilometres to go now to Essen. A couple of moments, we'll get a hold while you slow things down. This. Yeah, go from Essen straight to Duisburg. There's only 2 stops on this run. Duisburg, then, well, another drive to take over, I guess. Yeah, absolutely burgerish. Absolutely worth the look. Yes, I think it may even be on sale now. Dovetail. I think, because again, Dovetail have like a sale for every single week of the year, so you'd have to check, but I'm fairly sure that there is a sale on right now, on Steam at least. Console's a bit more limited because the consoles themselves limit the sales. Everywhere else, you get your sales. Oof, yeah, they're fast there on the points. Gosh. Pretty much start derailing this thing. Don't want that. Coming to the station, super high speed. Once again, I have no idea. Braking basically. I'm gonna have to do like 2 or 3. It's only 5% off, fair enough. It's a sale, it's pennies, but it's a sale. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and work my braking. That's more like maybe 2 kilometers per second rather than 1. Definitely a bit slower in that regard. Got the PZ by FB. Slowly go to the end. So release, release. Going. Nope, fair enough. Doors open. Yeah, rear of train station. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. Absolutely. Or is it flashing? Yep, it's just tail lights, not a flashing base lights. Rolling. Doors locked, very good. It's a very detailed train, this. Carriage definitions there. Types, lengths, locations. It's all there. The metro train as well. This was, if I remember, was actually quite a fun route because you had the splits. You had the northerly routes, which had few stations but good speed. Southerly routes, which gave you low speed with quite a few stopping stations. It's a good route, this one. I did enjoy it. Train coming in, is that mine? No, there's no train coming in now. That is a 146. DBR 146. Quite a modern train, this. Not in service. Ah, and with the destination boards as well, have it? No, we do not. That's the Doppelstock wagon there. Train. I have a lot of fun driving in Trains and Wild. We do get to feature Trains and Wild. Sorry, we do get to feature Doppelstock in New York as well. Hamburg, Lübeck. Yes, it's DBR 112 and the Doppelstock coaches. Return of those soon. Come on, Drawyah. Marco, how you doing? Welcome to channel chat. How are you today? How are you doing? S-Bahn stuff's coming in. Was that another one? Can't quite tell. I think that's red coaches, but just heavily reflected in the whites. Is no, it's not 101. Service that. Bring it back to life again, so. Off. On. Set. Off. 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 On. 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 There we go. That will shut up, isn't it? There we go. You get in there, we're getting there. How today? So far so good, Spell. So far so good. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Yes, coaches made in the 80s. These were the original coaches that ran on the 103 class before they transferred over to the 101s, 100s, 101s. 103s were the former cars, the flagship of the Deutsche Bahn. I forget like a 103 mod. That'd be pretty good actually, because again, it was the older classic. I know that Trains and World have got quite a few old school historic locos. 103 would be a pretty good one to have. It's very stylistic there as well. They were built in the 60s, was it? 1960s, the 103s. 15 kilometers to Duisburg. Quite a simple run. Yeah, because as we go out of Essen, basically we stay on the main line, the fast lines, while the slow lines on our left there kind of split off and branch off in their own separate run. This, if I recall correctly, was one of the first routes to have that cross-compatible train thing in Trains of the World. Well, basically, if you owned a certain route with a certain train type, you then run it alongside the other routes. So, for example, yeah, the route came with these S-Bahn trains. I can't quite remember their class number, but if you owned Rhein-Ruhr, for example, which had the Doppelstockwagen, then you can use those Doppelstockwagens on this map. So this is the first kind of had that cross-compatibility play that Trains of the World had. Continue on with a few more routes in the future. Yes, I've been to Germany twice, Daniel. Sorry, 3 times. I've been 3 times. I've been to Berlin twice, once with a school trip, once on my own, and I've also been to Hamburg. Copenhagen. So, Hamburg trip. I wish I'd spent a bit more time in Hamburg, but I was a bit lazy, stayed in a hotel longer. The only thing I did in Hamburg was the Minotaur Wonderland in the evening. So I took a train down to Hamburg, went up to Miniature Wonderland. Beautiful, beautiful place. Absolutely adored it. But that will need to return. Yeah. And yeah, spend more time in Hamburg as well. That's definitely on my bucket list for when things eventually return to normal. I'll probably just fly there rather than take the train. Again, mainly because the exciting train ferry no longer exists. And glad to have done it at one point in life. Welcome Riley, how are you doing? Welcome to Channel Chat, how are you today? How are you? Getting most of the soon. Very good, Avgeek. Good, hope to see you on that soon. That sun. Blinding. In Microsoft Flight Sim it's beautiful. Train Sim is blinding. I need to have full visual out the window. If I can't see out the window, I've got problems. Got S-Bahn service, and go parallel to them. I like the headlights. Change those at all. Something for a station, eh? Here in our Intercity Express. Very good. 8 kilometres for us. Go. Pretty thinking about slowing down now. A little bit on the high speed, at least a bit on the high side there for speed. So far so good, Avgeek. So far so good. Was at work this morning. I did not notice the red signal there. Huh. My own fault there. Not notice that red signal. Straight through that without a care in the world. It's a big slap on the wrist for me, that. Go back to Essen. We'll do that again. Up so right. Off. That's all off. That's all off. AFB. Forward. E. Fuck is it? No. Fuck that. About 50. Go. Also, I love that sound of the doors on the Dobstock as well. Sound. Charlie's has you French. Basically, Train Sim World. Yes, the Train Sim World is, well, it's a train simulator, just like Microsoft Flight Simulator. Really is what it says on the tin, but I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. More so than Flight Sim sometimes. Ah, hang on. Cut, off, on. There we go. Talking. Go there. You go to max. This time, I'll also pay attention to the signals. This is train sim mod. This is train sim mod. Why did I get kicked? Because, as I keep saying, train sim mod, I don't do flight sim comments or anything like that, or questions. A mute regardless. So I've put in every single stream to date, including so far. Yeah, this is train sim mod, and I should buy Dovetail Games. I'm going to pick up the speed again. That slow down for the curve track up ahead. 60. I'm getting used to dragging the FB handle rather than using the sliders then. Adjusting. The previous routes had a, well, they used the independent brake for FB. Since the train has both, you're kind of, well, more limited to that. Apart from that, everything else working absolutely well. Train sim, yeah, stuff does a very good job. I keep updates, everything, very, very good. Would you recommend this to someone who's new to trains? Absolutely, AvGeek, absolutely. The tutorials in them are pretty good. Big community out on Facebook, Discord, and everything. So good place to ask for questions. Yeah, I'd say train sim, very good for anyone looking to hobby. Fair enough. 260 kilometers per hour now. 130, about 3 kilometers. Stopping. Give myself about a 2-mile radius now because I now know this train stops like, well, it doesn't really stop at all. It likes to get going. Yeah, no, AvGeek. If you ever get it, feel free to ask questions in Discord. I'm sure I'll give you a hand. Now breaking away from the S-Bahn lines. Track. Top of them again, just Duisburg. Map. Just one behind us, sorry. Yeah, that's how the split is. Try to stay with them, but again, tracks do wind around a bit. That's why I had a red signal. Service there. That stops along the way. So careful with that one. I'm aware of not too bad, Aviator. Not too bad. How you doing? Welcome channel. Welcome to the chats. When you went to Berlin, you did the tour. Very good. Been to the Reichstag, but well, yeah, not too bad, Aviator. Not too bad. How you doing? Welcome channel to chats. Berlin Bear. How you doing? Welcome to the chats. Does have live traffic. What define live traffic, AvGeek? Define live traffic. Do trains have auto like planes? Some do, some don't do. So, for example, this train has got one AFB, and as it's 130 kilometers, train will hold 150 kilometers. Some trains have them, some trains do not. Really depends on what you're running, right? So, that, and that. The train needs to stop. AFB as well.
RFB.
Right, this time we shall make it. Again, heavy on the braking, but what I'm having to do. Multiplayer, not yet. Game man, it's something I don't know if I want to in the future, but at the moment the answer is no. So at the moment the train is only compatible with the Rhine. Well, this is the I've got to shut down somewhere. This is the Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr, so we're now seeing routes compatible with, but in the future, it reflects more compatibility. Live train, so it's got the live timetable, but not so much live train. So if you were to pick a time that was now basically, then yes, trains would be live, because the timetable is built off the real timetable. So for example, we can see right now we got, so we left Bochum at there you go, at 1719. We stopped at Essen 1737, departed 1738, stopped at Duisburg 1755. So that timetable is a real timetable. It's something that trains will follow in real life. Yep, and the more you ask me around, the more I'm going to get rid of you again. Sure that thing at the top left there is dimmer than it was earlier. Positive. Oh well, a bit more throttle. Several timetable, not all trains run. Oh yeah, so for example, yeah, ICE high-speed trains would run this in real life, but because this route doesn't have the ICE being compatible with it, they won't run. What Dovetail do now, I think it should be better in regards to what they did with South East and high speed. What they have, so they give you the trains that do run, but replace them with what's required. So by default, you have the 395 and 375s, you have the high-speed train and the Electrostart. And then if you buy the Loco add-on, in this case the class 465, then it replaces the 375 trips with the 465 trips. So instead of adding more routes, it replaces what's missing, if you know what I mean. So for example, have a few double stock routes that run on the ICE runs. If you then own the ICE for one of the routes, then it transfers it across. So it replaces the train with the correct units. That way you still get a full timetable with replacement units. I mean, okay, fair enough, I see that's a bit of a funky on that. There's no real alternative at the moment for people routes. But 377 465, for example, that one, good way of doing things. You do get multiple routes in the class. There's quite a few routes available for trains in the world, but it's not quite everywhere yet. Well, there's still limitations, still more routes being added. It's not quite worldwide yet, you know what I mean. Did you know Germany has over 20 million miles of tracks? That's quite a lot there, Transport Gamer. How much do we have in the UK? I think Germany has a lot more than the UK. I've been on German trains in real life, Miran. I've been on them quite a few times out in Germany. Down now to 100. Low. Points, got plenty of time to go. Yeti Aviator, I'm using the train controller. London Underground, you have got the Bakerloo line. The Bakerloo line from the Underground is available on this. Yes, Train Sim Mod does have underground routes. Red. Halt again. Train has got passenger views, yes. I don't think you can already access it from the cab, but it has got a passenger mode. You can't really access it from the cab, but there is a passenger mode where you can ride the train from the passenger perspective. Watching your Road Explain video, reviews you worth Select 7. Like I say, I started from somewhere, Transport Gamer. I haven't always been a pro from day. Well, I'm not even a pro now, but personally, I took time to learn a few features and, well, failing. That's going to the top right there. That's showing a red. But according to that signal, it shows I can pass. I'm sitting platform 6. What's that signal up? Denied. Okay, so I'm going to platform 6. That tells me that I'm changing on some points, going to the right there. Not red. I'll hold it for a bit. Wait to see how that changes. Headlights as well. So headlights. Signal lights are red. That's fine. Lights brights. Do anything at the rear? Like stated. Forward sets. Brakes. For honest with you. Fire extinguisher, got a little yeah. Engine room at the back. Oh, here you got your multiple units. Ah. Hang on. There we go. That's what I wanted. So, switch back here, which changed from tail lights to headlights. Okay, I remember that. That's piece of units off. Fine, that's all fine. Ah, there's your commuter train again. Done. Signal has now changed to reds. Denied. Track. Blocking me. The answer is yeah, platform. Fair enough. We wait. Nothing we can do when the signals are off. Still think this is a beautiful, beautiful interior. Go inside, shall we? It has been so well put together. I think Dovetail, one of the best looking trains I've done in a long time. I think you've got your lights up here. Match stickers. Got your luggage racks. Last one's there. And there you go, signal's now changed, so we are now able to parts. Okay, brakes released. Can you free come Xbox? Yes, you can, transport game up. I believe it's press the middle button. Hang on, let's have a look at it. On. Yeah, so if you hang on, bring back bits. Then press the right trigger, switches you to free cam, press Y, switch to cam mode. Now you can move things around. Hopefully you can. There is a way you can do it. I think somebody's running on. Well, I'm running Roger right now, it's a bit confused, but yes, you can do it. Press the right trigger, control pads to change to free cam mode, and then press Y, switch to camera mode. No, Rohill. This train does not have drivable cab car on the back. It's only a one-directional loco hauled unit, so eventually the train will need to do a run around to bring back to the front side to return back to where it came from. I'm on PC, Avgeek. I'm on PC. All my gaming on computer. A console person. I have an original Xbox, but I haven't in a while. Yeah, so in Train Sim World Avgeek, you can do passenger roleplay. So, let's say, for example, Bakerloo line, frequent service. You can spawn as a passenger at a random station, wait for a train, and rise a passenger everywhere. I mean, living in London, and actually I went to work, sorry, I didn't go to work, but when I came back from work I did use the Bakerloo line today, so I can recreate my journey home, I guess. It's possible, it is possible. Welcome Callum, how are you doing? Welcome Chance Chats, how are you today? How are you doing? Slowly rolling into Duisburg now. Platform 4, I'm trying to think platform 6. Signal. Is there going to be a Train Sim World 3? Don't know, Rohill. I don't think so, but never say never. At least if there will be Train Sim World 3, it won't be for a little while. Brakes. Give me that's bad at the end. I just can't get it at the very end. Just out of my control there. Fair enough. The brakes. Work on the brakes. That's what practice. Is the Rush House update tonight? Is it burning there? Very good. I'll be sure to points. Right. So let's go back. Let's have a look at one of the shorter services in the one there. We'll do a service from, it's like Duisburg to S. Go, level 4. So like I say, Train Sim World well, Dovetail wants to put multiplayer at some points in the Sim Rohill. There's no date for it yet. Right, so cab in, fast forwards, brake key, doors and right. Lights up, so head to the back. Released. Light sets lights. Light sets to lights reduced. Required. Release stats. That's doors are not right. Perfect. So on to Duisburg. Let's prepare for departure. Me. Favourite train, either the Class 305 in the UK, the Finnish VR SR2, or any networker train here in the UK. The SR2 networker trains, that'd be the 165, 166, 365, 465 and 466. So any of those trains I'll accept. And yes, the Javelin, the high-speed train. So the rush hour routes will be announced on May 4th, yes, but the actual update will be a while. Got the routes. Okay, yeah, so I know the announcement's May 4th. Stream today, I think it's more of the new routes, the Hauptstrecke Hamburg-Lübeck. That's weeks. VR, no, I don't think the game is quite there yet with VR. Again, something that Dovetail are working on at the moment, but nothing yet in concrete. Close the doors. Let's watch out. What do you think about HS2 and will I go on it? I mean, I've got no real opinion for or against HS2. If it's the train that gets me from London to Birmingham quickly, I'll take it. Would I take it? Yeah, probably. Again, if the pricing is cheap enough and the time is decent, fact is, when the HS2 is running, what it's going to do is going to take, whoops, again, I'm on the throttle a bit, Drawyah. It's going to take services off of the West Coast main line and have that more for commuter local services, while HS2 becomes the dedicated high-speed line between London and Birmingham. So, depends how the scheduling also works as well. There's a lot of factors that come into this new railway. People predicting that Hamburg Lübeck reaches May 6th. Well, have a birthday there. May 6th, that's a Thursday, right? 9 Sunday, 8 Saturday. Yeah, so 6th will be a Thursday. Could be, absolutely could be. Get a kick on my roast line videos as well. I haven't actually done those yet. I really need to get going at roast line. Been great with this throttle, I must admit, today. Throttle and brakes can get nothing on right now. Max on the Essen Hauptbahnhof 1158. If you don't mind me asking how you would go to Birmingham, I live there. If I were going to Birmingham now, I'd just take the West Coast main line. I'd take Avanti West Coast. Birmingham. Or, if it's cheaper, I'd probably take Chiltern. That's Marylebone, isn't it? Marylebone to... what is it? You've got Birmingham New Street, and you've got Birmingham... Not Curzon. Curzon's the one for HS2. Same road, it's like opposite each other. I can't quite remember which the name of the station was though. Snow Hill, that's also Chiltern, I think. That's a bit further on. What's it called? The Chiltern Birmingham station. One opposite New Street. I've done that once after a flight sim show. (168) Moore Street, that's the one. Birmingham Moore Street, yes. You have Snow Hill, which goes through Snow Hill Tunnel. Yeah, Moore Street is the next station down. Kilometres. That's, well, 10 minutes to do it. You've got freight on the left, 6. Fuel, so correctly. Not sure I've geek. Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed in a little while. I listened about the Turkey one. That was a scenery issue. Yes, and also there's Birmingham International. That's West Coast Main Line. I was more Chiltern routes than that one. Birmingham International I've taken a couple of times, not for the airport, but for the exhibition centre, the NEC, on the opposite side. Would you do a connection to Gdańsk Główny through Gdańsk Wierzchice, there we go. So Gdańsk Główny to Gdańsk Wierzchice via Gdańsk Oliva. Not in Train Sim World, because that route doesn't exist yet. Maybe in the future. You love that you know stations. Well, Birmingham's the next big city out of London. I've been there quite a few times. I mean, if you remember, well, I don't know if you know, but there's a few people that know. Basically, about a year or two ago, I was on TV, on ITV, doing a TV thing for Virgin Trains, basically. So I've been to Birmingham. I've been on TV. I've been on a train in Birmingham on TV. No, I was in Wolverhampton on TV. Talking about trains. I was in Wolverhampton, just next door. But I went through New Street on TV. It was called The Station Trouble and Tracks, episode 3, towards the fourth quarter of it. It's all about Virgin trains. Trending repeats of it. Well, they did repeats of it last week. A few more repeats in the future. Do stick an eye out for it. Hamburg, Lorbeck, Personal Extreme on their channels happening today. Okay, I'll definitely be checking out on that later. Where is the live time in the game located? Not live time, Rohill. You have to find the timetable schedule that's closest to live time, I guess. When we get into this run, I'll have a look at what's the closest time. Yeah, because I've been to the Exhibition Centre 3 times, I want to say. I did 2 Worley National Exhibition Railway shows. I've done 1 NGX Res, I think it was. Yes, you got the Res was just NGX. No, I did NGX, the National Gaming Exhibition. I've done 2 Worley National Railway shows. Both of them actually. I was actually a guest for Dr. Games that weekend, just showcasing the train sim and all that. Good weekend, can't lie. His dad did a showcase of his new Rosenbauer fire. Ooh, very good. Good. Not even from England, but you know about the stations in England. Shall go. Very good, Bad and Bear. Very good. Yes, right. Well, this is the IC tracks. Just at this point, the trains aren't running at 140 miles per hour, but limited speed. Once you get out of, again, these kind of... In Germany, you've got like these regional bits of track where it's not quite full speed. But once you leave these regional bits, then it's just straight line shooting out at high speed. Look at, for example, the Munich routes in Train World. You've got all this regional bit out of Munich, which is kind of normal line speed. But the moment you head out of Munich, it's straight line, high speed. Same as the, that wasn't the, Holm one. It was the other IC route. Where again, you've got these little slow tracks and windy bits tracks out of the main cities. As soon as you're out of that, straight line, high speed, go. I did flight to and from Gdańsk a little while ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago, Avgeek. It was the first flight, was it? No, I did. It was a flight I did from thingy to Gdańsk in the CRJ. Not the Aerosoft one, but the Canadian mods one before it came out. Well, that's the one, yeah. So you get. It was not a Con, sorry, the other one. Not Con. Might have been Con. I have to check. Like jet engines. An electric train. I checked at least. Cool. Check out of nowhere. Four kilometers to go now to Essen. Soon. Slowing down. 130 kilometers anyway. Or you could do 3 kilometers rather than 2, because 2 definitely, well, 1's definitely not enough. 2, right on the edge. I think 3 kilometers should be alright for us to start to the train down. Top speed, about 160 kilometers per hour. This route's 160. They make it up to 180. The train itself, top speed of 200, so it's not the fastest train in Germany. Runs as a reliable nectar. Down to 50 now. Over 40. Slowing things down now as we approach the have you ever been at Birmingham in real life? No, I haven't, JV8R. No, I have not. Maybe one day, but, well, the nice part is just cheap to out of London in my case. Stansted or Luton. Heathrow prices are good. Gatwick again prices are good. London City, if I just fancy flying a bit more posh for once. Although, I may soon actually be flying out of Southampton of all airports. Yeah, flying out of Southampton potentially in July. Depends if everything goes ahead, basically. Touchwoods. The dates given stick. Saw that too late. I hit the emergency brakes. Saw that too late. I am doing so bad with signals right now. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That's the, well, third spat I've had in 3 attempts now. What's wrong with me today? What is wrong with me? I'm not normally this bad with spads. Gosh. I complete a single journey today. Right, let's have a look at live time, shall we? So timetable 101. So right now in Germany, it'll be 9:03. 21:03. So I've got a 20:54 or 21:45. Go for the 54. Most flights to count my box this summer. Do you like American routes like the MTA? That's what was the MTA? That is it's one of the transit authorities. Massachusetts, I think it is. That's Chicago. Okay, I could be wrong. Right, come on, Drawyah. Come on, one route without a red signal. That's all I'm asking. Do that, I go home a champion. Got spad in every other route today. Right, brake yard locked. The lights. Let's go. Heads. Boom, boom. Boom. Headlights. Right. S lights. Yeah, okay, so that stays off. We'll have the, we'll put a desk light on. Leave station, let's get a bit darker. Oh, is it New York, sorry? MTA. What does that stand for then? Metro Transit Authority then. I could have done the exit save re-enter glitch. Is that a glitch? I don't know about that one, Berlin there. Closer we get to that, I think, is the Long Island Railroad. New York Penn, sorry. New York, Pennsylvania to Jamaica. Splits off from there. Right, let's give it a go, shall we? One route, no spad. Let's do this. I can't even spot to get into license. Very good, Geek. Very much. "20 seconds departure. We'll wait for that signal to turn green. As soon as it does, up. Peace." So I'm afraid asking the wrong questions on the stream. Green signal. Immediately leaves the platform. The lights kind of appear. Dark cab. I mean, this. Well, you see it from the glare. It's got glare on the screens there. Windshield can't really see out of. Reason why it don't use the cab lights when in a train. Yeah, no, it's game, man. You take care. Have a good one. Bye bye. It's been an hour. Gosh, it has been an hour already. It's been an hour. I've not completed a single scenario yet. What am I doing wrong in my life? We'll be back in flight sim by this Saturday. Cut. On. Max. Sorry. Off. On. There we go. Max. Finally, we depart out of Essen to Duisburg. I think we'll do this. We'll do one more long scenario. Hopefully, we'll get ourselves to the end. Then we'll an end. Enjoying it. Only really 2 stops on this route for this train. But the signalling, oh boy! If you're not watching the signals, you've got yourself a problem. I think 2.5 kilometers seems to be the sweet spot for this. Hopping. Peak as well, I'm afraid. Questions, wrong stream. Maybe they include all those Frankfurt. Where's Fulda? Fulda. Geography, because I know where Frankfurt is. I think I've not heard of Fulda before. Sorry, Fulda. I've not heard of it before. Not an area I'm aware of. How far is it from Frankfurt? I know there is a Frankfurt route in Train Sim World. I think there is. Definitely one Train Simulator. I think we've got Hamburg, we've got Cologne. 800 kilometers. Okay, yeah, so definitely possible. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Do a big Google Maps later. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you today? It's green signal, all through green, good sign. 30 minutes space to arrival at Duisburg. Let's go 11 kilometers. So far, so good. And have to slow down to 130. So we're going to start doing that now. And we're braking on as it reduces our speed. 100 meters to go, should be plenty of time. A lot of things. Just there. That's the thing, if I can work out how EFB works alongside the PZB, that is how trains work in real life, where that is basically automatic everything throughout its service. That's the gap I'm currently looking to work on. Tom, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are you today? At 100 now. Again, cut back to me. 100 meters to go. Enough. 8 kilometers. So far, so good. Began with M, didn't it? Again with M, passing through... No signs, apparently. 0, nothing. Mulheim, sorry. Mulheim. Our tutorial run earlier. Up. The night scenario, definitely less going on. Here we go, right, so green signal, 2 reds. That means the next one is going to be red. No, it doesn't. It means there'll be a set of points for us to cross over. I'm missing something with these German signals that I don't quite know what's red, what's green, what's not. It's next. Missing something. Something obvious. Nope, it is red. Shoot. It is red. It came late. It came late. Not as bad. I don't know what I'm missing. I'm missing something. Don't know what it is. The green to yellows indicates a red is coming up. But the UI shows green and it switches to red at a time it's impossible for me to stop. I don't know. I mean, like I say, as a passenger, the train's fantastic. I'm absolutely loving it. Just slightly losing at the route, I think. I am just slightly losing at the routes. But hey, it is what it is. What can you do about it? So, yeah, I think that will be enough for today. I think that being the end of our Train Sim World run for that. We'll definitely drive it again to 101. It's a train I want to try and... I want to learn the route first, you know what I mean? I want to get the route right. I know the route, I'll be able to do train a lot more confident, you know what I mean? But German signalling has never been my strong points. That definitely showed. In fact, I never complete a single route. Bad them all because I just don't know what I'm quite doing with the signal sometimes. So I'll do the learning. I'll have to do a bit of practice on it. Yeah, kind of see where it goes from there, really. Apart from that, though, everything else absolutely fantastic. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Back again soon for some more Train Sim World action. Trying to do some a roast line at some point soon as well. Otherwise, take care of yourselves. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time over the weekend. Take care and good night.